The future of Champions Cup will look very, very different for the foreseeable future. Let's talk about it. So the entire park where W.R. Jackson is held is actually under infestation of something you probably wouldn't expect, the southern pine beetle. And this may sound kind of bizarre, but for whatever reason, it is wreaking havoc on the entire park and has affected 129 acres, with 29 of that being the actual course. So it is fair to say that the entire course may look very, very different. And not only that, but they have to work incredibly hard on actually pretty much remaking the entire course as it stands, because it may not actually be feasible to play in the same layout that it currently is, and especially with all these trees being knocked down, it will be a different course. So with that said, they are not going to be doing Champions Cup in the same layout that they were planning on for next year. They will be doing it end of October, going through the beginning of November. So this occupies a very interesting area in the tour because this is right after Tour Championship, and they actually have the New World Championship a couple weeks after. So if they were to do this, they would have 3 events back to back to back, and 2 of those being a major would just be a little bizarre. But I think with the circumstance, they're kind of just trying to do whatever they possibly can to still get W.R. Jackson on the Pro Tour because it is such an elite level course and so many people love it. I personally do feel like it is a great course. I do get a little bit burnout on some of the lines because it is hard to kind of get a grasp on it just by watching the stream. But overall, I think this is just a major bummer because this is just such a good course. But I think with the rapid response they are doing with allegedly a 97% efficacy with their treatment on this, I think they will be able to minimize any damages from these freaking beetles. So we definitely will still get to see the course, but it probably will look very, very different. And I actually have kind of a unique perspective on this because my family owns a Christmas tree farm and we have had an infestation of bagworms, which I don't know if that's very similar to pine beetles, but assuming that it is in the same realm, it certainly can do permanent damage on trees and it is very hard and expensive to treat for. So hopefully that is not the case here. And as somebody that has been a major proponent for new courses, more diversity, different shot shapes, this is probably the perfect opportunity to reshape one of the most historic courses on tour. But one major concern that I have is that with previous courses that have had weather damage or bug damage, whatever you want to call it, is that courses like Mile and McIver, where it was unplayable, they had some damages. The following year, it's now a silver series. To me, I think this is a very real possibility for this event. I would hate to see it not be a major, and especially not even be an elite series. So I definitely have that concern. Even though the PDGA is still stating that they will be doing this as a major at the end of the year, there is no guarantees this is actually going to happen. But if the United Series is anything to go off of, they are very willing to kind of accommodate with whatever's going on and still make it work. Are you super bummed that W.R. Jackson will never be the same? If you played it, do you think it's kind of a good thing that it's getting reimagined? I'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Wild Runs signing out. Peace.